Let's get it together. Get our fake microphone going. We got to get as if we're a podcaster. Mm, 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 mm. Ooh. Ooh. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Psychology East. East. Girl, bye. Let me get this together, honeys. What day are we on? Is this day 3? Day 3 of our 30-day challenge. Day 3 of our dirty. It's getting harder and harder to talk. It really is. Day 3 of our 30-day challenge. Is this day 3? Let's check our African American calendar. Is this day 3? Okay, wait now, y'all. Woo! Welcome to, let me see now. We started Saturday. 1, 2, 3. Damn, that's it. Day 3. Let me go ahead and mark it all off so I'll know. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait a minute, y'all. 13, 14. That's day 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This is the 30-day, 23, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, this is going to take us into April. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And then we end on, the challenge ends on April 5th. We're going to have to do a giveaway on April 5th. We'll do something on April 5th. We'll do something on April 5th. Probably like a Cash App giveaway. It ain't going to be a lot. Maybe $10, something like that. 25. Hold on, y'all. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. It will end on, the 30-day challenge will end on April 5th, but I've already thought about my next challenge. My next challenge, I believe I'm going to do and this is going to be a lot for me, but I'm getting myself geared up for this by coming live every day. But after the 30-day challenge, y'all, I think I'm gonna do a 8-hour live stream. Yep, I'm gonna do an 8-hour live stream, which is gonna be crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy for me to do an 8-hour live stream. But that's what I'm doing. So I got it all marked in my calendar. Hold on. Where was I going to put this? I got it all marked in the calendar, so we'll know what day we are on. The only thing we figured out was, I told y'all on day 15, I'm going to take y'all to my basement. Hi, Vegas. And then on day 22, day 16, is that when I said I was going to cook in the kitchen? I think we're going to cook in the kitchen on that day. But other than that, We just here for gossip, psychology, whatever, the topic is. Last night we talked a lot about addiction. Um, I can pick a disorder and we can talk about a disorder. I could do that. We could gossip, which I love. Hello, Jean. We can do a little gossipy. Make sure y'all tap, tap, tap the screen. Tap the screen. And we will see where the conversation takes us. Because I told you I really don't have anything planned. Not even how long I'm gonna be on the live stream. I really don't. Um, because I really haven't been talking about anybody lately, like specifically. So let's just go through. Let's just see what everybody else is talking about, and then we'll jump on that trend. Let me open my other phone and we'll see what's trending out there. What are people talking about? What are people interested in? Now, of course, the algorithm will basically take you where the algorithm thinks that excuse me, oh God, I just ate a sub. Ugh. The algorithm would take you where it thinks that you're only interested in certain topics. So, we'll see what's in my algorithm. Where is it leading me? And what does it think that I'm interested in? And then, we could go from there. Whenever this phone, oh my God, when this phone finally turns on. For about an hour today, I thought something was wrong with the internet. And I was like, oh my God, the internet is down. The internet is down. But it wasn't down. I had my phone on airplane mode. I don't even know how I did that. You're here for the 30-day challenge. Woohoo! It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. Like, I almost went to sleep. And then I was going to come earlier, but somebody was at my house and I was like, yeah, y'all talking too loud. So I waited until, nobody was here, until they left. But, it's real. It's a push. It's pushing me. It's pushing me because I'm very comfortable. Hi, Sean. I'm very comfortable in the short content, long form content, making a video, putting the content together, editing the video, throw it up and see what it does. I'm comfortable with that, but going live, I used to think that going live was like easy. Like I would look at people who go live all the time, like, yeah, that's the easy way out because you really ain't got to really put content together. You ain't got to edit. But I'm like, this shit might be a little bit harder because with going live, you got to stay focused. You do your own hair, right? I'm here for that. Yes, I do my own hair. Um, I just did a wig reveal, an Amazon wig. Now I'm not a wig wearer. I wear like a ponytail, but I don't wear wigs just because they're hot. And I don't think I have a wig face, but I love wigs. I've grown to love people who wear wigs. Like before, wearing a wig was kind of embarrassing. Like nobody was really out here like, I got a wig. Like, but nowadays, the girls of the new generation have made it accessible to everybody. Like before, wigs was like, you had to have a little bit of money to be rocking wigs like that. But yeah, now wigs are really, what I don't like, and I know I don't like I don't like little girls in wigs. Like when I mean little girls, I mean like teenagers. I think, or like middle school age girls in like a full bust down. I just don't think wigs are made for that head size. They make wigs for adult heads, women, adult women head. And when like a younger girl puts on a wig, it just don't look right to me. Like a basic wig, unless you do like a sew-in or something like that. But even that, I'm like, your head is not mature enough for a wig yet. Maybe like, a couple of pieces like sew in and of course braids, but not a full wig. It don't look right. Hi Linda. Hi Furry. I was just thinking about locks. Thank you. I was just thinking about locks, but my friend was telling me she found somebody to do a two-strand twist, in which I can do a two-strand twist. I just can't do the back of my hair good. But I'm thinking about doing a two-strand, letting somebody else do it for me. The two-strand twist because I like it and add hair to it. Like and add some hair to it. I just watched this lady on I was on TikTok and I had started watching her do her two straight she's a cosmetologist. So anyway, she was doing her live and she was working on a client's hair. And then I read, like on TikTok they give you a description, like you can write a description of the content creator or whatever. So she was like, I did. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I did 11 years in prison, and I've been home for 6 years trying to figure out like what the new trends are with hair and stuff. And I was like, I typed so fast. I said 11 years. What you do? Give me the story time. And she was like, oh, I just gave the story time on what I did. But I will say she said that her and her girlfriend at the time were in a DV relationship and she stabbed her and she died 4 days later. I said, damn. I said, damn. And the girl that she was doing her hair was just like, doo-doo-doo. I was like, oh, that's a lot. That's a lot to take in. I thought she was going to say she was a scammer. I thought she was going to say she was a scammer. But when she said that she had got, aggravated assault, attempted murder was the case they gave her, I was like, damn, well, you're lucky to be out. Shit. You really lucky to be out. And then I started thinking about production. Then I started thinking about production's case. I mean, if y'all know who I'm talking about, Lips was unalived by production, who was his husband. They're from the mukbang sector. And I said, well, if this lady got out, after doing a 11-year bid and the victim died, but it was a DV case where I think when you can prove that there's been domestic violence in the relationship and maybe you got stabbed up, she got stabbed up and then she died of her injuries, would that it does do they look at those cases differently than if you just you didn't have the history of DV and then what a unalivement happened. And thinking about production's case, if you guys are familiar with that, which I oh my god, this week I've got to remember to call his attorney because I'm gonna end up not knowing when the trial is, if there's going to be a trial or if he pleaded out. I don't know. I have to figure that out. I have got to make that phone call this week because I know there are a lot of people from the mukbang sector that want to know the outcome for production. What's going to happen. Is he going to take a plea? Is he going to trial? How much time can he get? Because what happens if you don't take the plea, then they end up trying to give you more time. So I'm interested in that to see what's going to happen with that. I don't want locks. I don't. I that's a commitment. I don't think I want locks. Because I think about when you get locks, like most people I know, like when they're ready to take them out, they gotta go right back bald again. Like you gotta take all of it down. You gotta take you lose all of your hair. No, especially when they turn into like I forgot what they call them when they're really big and then they kind of get flat sometimes, and yeah, that's a lot. Um, yeah, so although the mukbang sector has moved on from the whole lips situation, which really it's only gonna be a year. It's only gonna be a year, y'all. A year. In April, it'll be 1 year since Lips passed away. And so, it's still something that is recent. In my opinion, like a year ago is recent. Damn it, 2 years ago was recent. So it's still recent, but we know news goes by so fast. Like something can be hot hot for a couple of days. Like I'm trying to see like what's hot right now. What everybody talking about? I know Ti. If we're looking at celebrity, we're gonna do celebrity gossip today on our third day of day 3 of my 30-day live stream. What the hell is wrong with you? 30-day live stream. What the hell? How's it doing, y'all? So let's see what is uh-uh, happening in celebrity gossip. Let's get into it. Celebrity gossip. What do we care about? Why can't I find YouTube on this freaking phone? Oh, here it is, y'all. Here it is. What? Oh my God. Royce, Rihanna. What's going on with Rihanna? Don't you tell me that man don't cheated on her. Royce, to me, Royce is, if y'all know, Royce was on Basketball Wives. She had a baby with Dwight Howard. Dwight said he only really hit it one time. I think, Royce thought she found a come up, like, have a baby by me, type shit. And she would be set. The boy is 18 now, so her child support is over with. And Roy's been mad for the last 18 years for no reason. Like, girl, you didn't even know him. Oh, shit. Rihanna house got shot up. Well, that's that man of hers. He probably was involved in something. I can't get this phone to go into YouTube. What the H? Rihanna house got shot up. That's crazy. But Royce, hey, champion. Damn. Rihanna house got shot up. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know why this phone is. Hold on, y'all. There we go. Let me sure. Let me turn the Wi-Fi off. That might be our problem. Let's keep it on T-Mobile. It still ain't doing the shit. But anyway, back to Royce. Royce now. So anyway, The word on the curb is that Dwight Howard is a little bit gay. Caught you live. I was at bingo and casino when you was live yesterday. Oh, did you win? Did you win? Because I've been sick of the casino. The casino been real stingy. You know how casino be stingy sometimes? Sometimes they be letting you win and then they get real stingy. But a combination of bingo and the casino, woo, that's a night. Oh, see, I can't stand that. Like, let me win. Or you win too soon. Like, you go to the casino, but then you win like the first 10 minutes you there. And it's like, ugh, God, I don't want. I ain't ready to go home. And I don't want to give them back their money, but I ain't trying to lose, but I ain't ready to go home either. And then I want to throw this phone. This backup phone gets on my backup nerves. I want to see what happened to Rihanna. Shit, Rihanna. Hold on, y'all. Rihanna. Girl came right up. Rihanna house shot up. You know this got something to do with that husband. Okay. LAPD identified suspect in Rihanna's house shooting. This happened 9 hours ago. Oh, maybe it was a crazy fan. Let's find out. Hold on, y'all. Morning about it. The suspect arrested after a shooting outside singer Rihanna's Beverly Crest mansion.
Gigi Graciette is live there at outside the home with more on this. Gigi.
That's right, Bob and Jen. The LAPD has identified the woman accused of shooting up the outside of Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's Los Angeles home yesterday afternoon as 35-year-old Ivana Lisette Ortiz. She is behind bars this morning, being charged with attempted murder. Her bail set at $10,225,000. Now, this morning, we're outside the Beverly Crest home, just off of Coldwater Canyon, and you can see the white gate to the property, and you see that white tape there. That is actually covering up 5 bullet holes, and those were just some of the gunfire, some of the shots fired here yesterday afternoon. Now, take a look at the video. Coldwater. 10 gunshots fired from the vehicle at the gate. The shooting happening in broad daylight around 1:20 Sunday afternoon in the normally quiet Beverly Crest neighborhood. People who heard the shooting told police it was a barrage of bullets. Look at that house. Some hitting the front gate, as you saw there. Others reportedly making their way to the entrance of the home behind it. OMG. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think this woman was sleeping. Hold on, y'all. Put a 1 in the chat if we're going to find out that A$AP Rocky was sleeping with this woman and the woman went nuts, crazy, upset because he would not just leave his family and be with her. Put a 1 in the chat if we think that's what happened. Put a 2 in the chat if you think she was just, she's a stalker and maybe she got mental problems and she thinks her voices told her that she had to kill Rihanna. Put a 2 if you think the voices told her to do it. Put a 1 if A$AP Rocky was hunching her and she mad that they're not gonna be together. Oh, okay, Rihanna. People are saying it's a 2. They think the lady had mental problems and her voices told her to shoot up your house. How do these people figure out where people live? Like, how do they get their addresses? when your mind is like psychotic and focused, usually people who are psychotic are not really that focused, but um, yeah. This is weird. Singer Rihanna's house shot up 10 times by a female. Uh-oh, we got to pick. Oh, look at the girl. Look at the girl, y'all. Look at the girl. They already shot. Look at the girl. Look at the girl. Look at the girl. Look at the girl. Rihanna's house got shot up while she was home. Oh, Lord. She was home, y'all, when it happened. Mental problems. Yeah, yeah. I mean, oh, yeah, he was messing with her. Look at this girl. Look at the girl, y'all. Look at her. He was messing with her. ASAP was messing with her. 100%. Hi, Kathy. Hell, why is it legal for the internet to give all our information? Anybody can find the address without barely trying. Without even barely trying, they can. She was definitely a side chick. Look at her. I don't need no more evidence. And you know how stank these men are. And I ain't saying this is ASAP. I wouldn't doubt if she don't been in that house. Because you know Rihanna be all over the world. Rihanna in Europe, and you know she gonna be there for a few days. You tell all the house staff they got the day off, and then you bring this bitch in the house. Because how she know where you live? Yeah. We're gonna find out. This might be the end of the marriage. This might be the end. This might be the end of the marriage. TMZ got the story. You know, TMZ got spies everywhere. So they said Rihanna was in the house. They said Rihanna was in the house. She had an assault weapon. Oh, she was mad. They charged her with attempted murder. E.T. got the story. They all got the story. We'll get back to that story once the girls tell us how long she been sleeping with ASAP and if she's pregnant. Yeah. He was messing. Yeah. I don't need to know nothing else. Hit a girl go, y'all. Hit a girl go. I can look at her eyes and see she ain't a stalker, mental stalker. This is, I've been screwing you for years. I just told you I was pregnant and you act like you don't give a shit and I'm tired of you. And that's why I'm going to go to your house and I'm going to do the most heinous shit because I'm tired. A podcaster should post her bail so they can get the story. I'm kind of a podcaster because I got a microphone. It don't work, but I don't have no money. She gonna have to go somewhere. Now you know Tasha K is on this like you wouldn't believe it. Tasha. And you know all the mistresses call Tasha like they used to back in the day, like they used to call Wendy. Wendy used to get all them phone calls. Wendy used to get people showing up at the studio. Wendy started all that. Wendy was sued, but Wendy knew how to maneuver her way out of that type shit. Wendy could have been told us about Puffy, but she knew better because she knew how deviant and how evil and how far he would go. And that's why she never told everything that she knew. Because Puffy would have had her unalived. Period. He would have had her unalived. Plus, Wendy liked to play in her nose. He would have made sure she got something that she wasn't going to wake up for. But she knew a lot. Rihanna, ASAP's been messing with this girl for years. Allegedly. Everything is alleged, even my name. And we're going to, they're going to blame mental illness on this. They're going to say she is mentally ill. She was psychotic. No, she was tired of being used. Okay, do you want to talk more about um Mr. Tendernism? Honestly, I really didn't follow that case. All lies will be exposed. I really didn't follow. Only thing I know about Mr. Tender, let's just call him Tender, is that he was an old black man that worked at a barbecue spot. And when a content creator went into, our content creators go in, eat the food, blah blah blah. I feel like Mr. Tender led the content creator to believe that he was the owner of the he was the owner of the barbecue spot. But then it was later found out that he wasn't the owner of the barbecue spot. And then all hell broke loose because the real owner was a white boy and he was like, no, I own it. Something along those lines. That's all I got out of it. And now they, yeah, like that. Is that what happened? Tasha had to pay Cardi 20 a month. She has bigger fish to fry. But she been paying her that for the last couple of weeks now. One thing Tasha gonna do is stop lying about how easy it is to just pay her that 20K. Bitch, it ain't that easy. It ain't that. She acting like all the 20K ain't nothing. I still got, money left over to live my life. I hear what you're saying. But and however, stop acting like 20K a month is not a big deal because it is a big fucking deal. Although you might be making 30K on YouTube a month, okay, 20K is still a lot. 20K is still a lot. And it's probably kicking your ass to pay it. And after Tasha K said that, that's when Cardi's attorneys was like, oh, it's easy, bitch. Now I want to see all your records. And that's when I was in Tasha's live when she was like, well, if y'all want me to pay this all sooner, if all of my 1 million subscribers sent me $2, we could pay it off just like that. And so far, her last time when someone had posted it, her GoFundMe only had like $1,200 in it. I know. I've seen Mr. Tenderness talk about, like what's going on. But that's that happens all the time. Something you can buy a restaurant and not be a chef and not be a cook. You hire people to do the job. Now Mr. Tenderness went in the front of them people and act like he owned the shit. Now, who's the liar? White man should have let it be misunderstood. Business probably did better with the brother cooking. Probably, I mean, he was the head chef or whatever. I mean, he could have easily just said, like, I don't own this. There's owners. I'm the head cook or I'm the face of the company. Just like, child, what was her name until we all got mad at her? The white woman, she was a chef. She had a show and she was Southern and they have a big restaurant. She wasn't putting together those recipes. Those was other people, putting together those recipes, those Southern dishes and all of that in the back. Like, it is what it is. Paula motherfucking Dean. We was cool with Paula until she was wanted to have her birthday party and a reenactment of the Civil War. And then she hired black people to act like they were slaves. And we said, fuck you, bitch. And was done with her. Because that wasn't no motherfucking happy time. Oh. Ew, why I'm talking like that? No, all the old school brother on the job that hype his shit. I ain't want to say it. I didn't want to say that, champ. I didn't want to say that he went in there hyping the shit up like he owned the shit. Y'all ever know people, we all know an uncle or cousin have worked for the man for years and they think they own the shit. Like, you don't own this shit. You don't own this shit. Stop coming in front of the camera acting like you own this shit, uncle. You cook. You cook here. And I wouldn't have did all that. I would have been like, I cook the food. I don't own this shit. But if y'all come to my house on Saturday, I sell plates. I sell plates. Like, don't do that. She mistreated the elderly sisters that worked for her and stole their recipes. Yes, she did. He can cook, but can he truly run a restaurant? Probably not. He looked like he drank. Tend to look like he drank. Credit bad, several baby mamas. He was doing just fine, going there, cooking his food, going home and doing what he do. Making plates on Saturday out of his own kitchen and hosting all the church's barbecues. Now y'all got him out here on podcasts, trying to act like you want him to open a restaurant. Leave that man alone. When the creator wanted to meet Mr. Tender and give him $4,000, he also paid for other people's food. Child, some of these content creators fuck you up. You let them. Girl, I might play with his nose. I'm telling you. That's why I didn't watch it. Because I know it was some Sambo shit. Him thinking he really do own the shit because he don't work there for 45 years. That's why I wasn't even into that shit. At all. How you doing? Well, the restaurant's work is struggling now. It's one barbecue spot down the street. Go somewhere else and get shucking and job. I'm telling you, that's why I didn't hook with it. Like I didn't even get into it. I know just how much I told y'all, and I said that's all I need to know. Because you could have cleared that shit up by not sitting up in that restaurant acting like it was your shit. But the mindset was like it was your shit. Because Mr. let you get the key and you open and then you close. And Mr. gave you the credit card to go to the butcher and order the ribs and the cold cuts. And so then you thought you owned the shit and you don't own shit. Fuck that restaurant. That's all that was. And now y'all gonna have him now. They don't pumped his head up to think he could be bigger than what he probably ever would have wanted to be. If he wanted to own a restaurant, he would have owned a restaurant. If he wanted to put a smoker in the parking lot of Walmart, he would have put a smoker in the parking lot of the Walmart and been selling his shit for years. That's not what he wanted. These content creators need to mind their fucking business. Child, the White's wife, I think, Amy, now that she showed the booger sugar. First of all, Amy, you're going to stop playing because I don't care what nobody say. That amount of booger sugar is something that you see from a kingpin, bitch. Why she bring out that big ass bag of booger sugar? Why she bring out that ain't personal use. That's you selling it. She's a weirdo. First of all, she talking about, oh, we've been together. I'm thinking she about to say 8 years. When she said 14 months, I immediately hung up the phone. 14 months. You've been with him for 14. Girl, get off my phone. I clicked right over. Bye. Swipe. I don't care. You're silly. And Ross over there, everything you do. Ross, shut the fuck up. Because that man been dragging you and played you from 18 years ago when you had that baby. And you didn't even know that man when you had that damn baby. The boy is 18. Your check is cut off. You better go back to see if you can start dancing again for Orlando. Girl, shut up. Ugh. She thinks she won a contest. You ain't win shit, Ross. You ain't the boss. All of them tweaking. Who is he and what restaurant is it? I don't know. I don't even know, some little southern soul food barbecue biscuit and restaurant. I don't know if it's in Texas, North Carolina, South Carolina. I don't know. Girl, I'll be swiping. I'm like, oh, I already don't figure that out. Goodbye. Oh God. I'm like, Royce, girl, you ain't win nothing. You ain't win nothing. You don't got a nice little hefty check for the last 18 years. You probably ain't saved shit. You probably wasn't working at the same time. Destination Smokehouse. Yes, y'all. Let's look it up. You probably ain't saved shit, and now you ain't getting shit. Unless that boy go to college, and then the only thing that he gotta pay is for his tuition. Child, here go grandpa. Look grandpa, y'all. Look grandpa. Look grandpa.
These black diamonds is like what we do. I got to first figure out if they go be all right. Let me see. Well, let me see. I rest my case on the tenderness. These black diamonds is like what we do. I got to first
Woo! Hold on, y'all. Let's find when he first came to the internet.
I only started doing that. I'm a non-social media guy. I'll be very honest. I don't hate it now, but what it's done to my life, I kind of, sometimes I'm like, is it really worth it? But I was never on social media because I didn't want to be addicted to it. I didn't want to be on my phone looking for likes and comments and all that. But because a friend of mine, Juan Hernandez, he was actually working for a food distributor, and he's like, dude, he's like, you need to get on social media. Start posting on Instagram. And it took some time. But getting back to Walt, every time Walt has stepped away, or he and I had, Walt and I, so first thing I want to say, this is very important. Walt and I are like brothers. We have definitely had ups and downs where we didn't.
Child. Child, please. Child cheese. That's Walt. Mr. Tender. Now they got Mr. Tender. Some podcasters, now they got him thinking that he gonna go around and do food reviews. Child cheese. Rihanna House has got shot up. Child cheese. He looked like an old player. He is. And he looked like he be sipping and playing with him a little bit on the weekend. Child, that man was happy cooking in the back, working Thursday through Sunday. And no, because on Sundays he cooked for his church. And during the week, 1-2 days a week, he cooked out of his house and sold plates. And he was happy until one of them damn content creators showed up. And now they got him running around town looking simple. And he getting a big head too, because people, noticing him or whatever. He getting a little cocky. He looked like he full of shit. I want to talk to a couple of his baby mamas, so we can really find out what type of man Walter is. Oh, Rocky, you ain't know this bitch was crazy, did you? You didn't know.
Neighborhood at a house tied to one of the most famous women on the planet, and yet somehow nobody was physically hurt. That one fact is the only reason this story did not become something even worse by sundown. Now, let's talk about the setting, because that changes the feel of the entire story. This was not outside.
You didn't know that she was a little touched by an angel. Look how nice her house is, though. That fancy event. Who, Mr. Tender? Child. Yeah, he probably. Tender did it. He used to doing it because he always ran the events at church. He was that nasty one that worked in the church kitchen, and couldn't nobody go in the kitchen with him. Couldn't nobody do nothing for him. He thought he owned the kitchen in the church because he was the president of the kitchen ministry, and therefore that was his kitchen. Couldn't nobody touch shit in his kitchen. Meanwhile, you ain't bigger than the program, and anybody can boot you out from being the president of the kitchen ministry. Much Ron Isley paid him to cook. Ron Isley paid him to cook. Oh, he really think he got a big head now. All the old nooks is paying him to cook. He must be a piece of work. He probably cuss you out so bad because the boy, the manager of the owner of that restaurant said, "Oh, we had our good days and our bad days." Yeah, because Walt thinks that's his shit. That's why when that podcaster came in and said, "Can I talk to the cook?" Here come Mr. Walt talking and leading the content creator to believe that he owned the restaurant. Walt did that shit. Walt did that. He's a con artist. Walt did that. Child cheese. Let's look at see what Funky Dineva. I ain't gonna play it. I'm just gonna read it to y'all. See what Funky Dineva do. You know, because Funky Dineva show is basically just scrolling. He just scrolls through the internet, finds stories, and then talk about it and put his own spin in. How much Ron is? He probably paid him. Because once you buy the food, you know, he probably, Mr. Walt probably didn't have the money to put up for the food first, so he probably had to give him an advance on the food. So he gave him about $5,000 for the food. And then, then he had to find out who was going to help him serve and prep and do all that stuff. That man ain't prepared for all that. What type of janitor don't do shit but tell everyone he the housekeeper supervisor? That. Walt, that type of janitor that don't do, there it is. Walt come in and cook the food, prep the food, talk his shit, and leave. It just so happened that, the owner, this I say young, because he looks like he in his 30s, he trusts Walt. So he leaves him there and goes about his business. Hi, Latasha Yanda. Peach still battling on 40 days and 40 nights. So I guess Peach says, you know what, because Peach really don't like doing the classes because she don't like nobody. And so for her to have to talk and do her classes, because remember this time last year, she was promoting her classes to try to get everybody's income tax money. So this year she said, fuck it, I don't even feel like faking the funk. So now she over there on TikTok battling. I mean, she don't battle Miss Netta, Charles. I think she battled E. Kane. She don't battle some of the battles. She's a battling fool. She is a battling fool, honey. Work dietary at the nursing home. Think he owned the shit. I thought TT told her stop coming over there. What's wrong with her? TT don't told her that so many times. Child, she don't have more channels than the law allow. I don't even know if she getting paid. Well, she gotta be if she battling and they putting it in her account. So I guess she using one of the kids' social security number. Them kids ain't gonna be able to buy shit. By the time them kids is old enough to go on social media themselves, they ain't gonna be able to go on none of the apps because all they socials and information have been used by their mama. Allegedly. Because in order to get paid at the end of the day, you got to give up your ID. You got to give up your social. You got to give up all that information. And that's how they doing that. I haven't run across her I haven't seen her. Maybe she's blocked me over there. I don't know. But I haven't seen her, an actual battle. Because I can't stand to look at celebrities over there, but I can't stand looking at Tamar. That just gets under my skin. I can't stand to look at, what's his name? Because the algorithm is so corny over there. It only gives you a little crowd of people to watch. So you watch the same people, Little Fizz over there battling. It's just corny. Tamar, but it's not going to happen. Because Tamar is on a higher tier than her. So they probably wouldn't. Well, she could invite Tamar, or Tamar could invite her to a battle, but it might happen eventually because they both cornballs. It might happen. Girl, no, she ain't back. Let's go on TikTok. You ain't said a word, girl. You ain't said nothing. We in day 3 of the challenge. This phone is not letting me be great. Let's go on over to TikTok and see what she doing. Come on now, TT, load up. Ugh, girl, the battling is sickening. Ugh. I ain't gonna hold you. They had me battling over there for a little bit, y'all. But I was battling people in other countries. You know, I don't have no status. And so my battling, I was battling people that didn't know English, and I didn't know what the hell they were saying. And they were still winning. I saw her battle. She acts like a preacher with peach. Hold on. She be in that house hollering. I saw one battle. It wasn't live, but somebody posted it where she was swinging on that crusty stripper pole, just swinging on it, swinging on it, and battling as she was swinging on that pole. I'm like, this girl, man. This chick. Why isn't this phone connected to... Oh, my God. Why are you doing this to me? And then you go on her mama's channel, and she over there praising the Lord and telling women... Child. She trying to get that child support money back. And the boy still ain't going to be able to leave the country because he got felonies, and they don't want felons in most other countries. So he might be able to go to Bahamas. That's about it. And they can swim to the Bahamas from where they live. So going to the Bahamas from Tampa ain't shit. You can get in that little boat that they was on a couple of years ago. If they would have just kept going, they would have bumped right into the Bahamas. Girl, you know what I'm saying. I definitely won't be going to no Mexico. That's a damn sure. I wouldn't be going overseas, especially they all just got trapped overseas not a few months ago, remember? It was new to me when I saw her battle. It looks kind of weird. Some of the content creators showed her battling on TikTok. I was going to show you if this damn phone act right. Yeah, battling it really is low-key begging. Because when you battle, you're trying to win. Whoever gets the most points during the battle wins the battle. But during the battle, how you get the points is that you have to have people who are on your side, or your subscribers, or they're in your live. You're begging them or asking them to send you gifts. And the gifts are different prices. Like, you hear people like, send me a galaxy, send me a galaxy. A galaxy, I think, is $20. So if you get 10 people to send you a galaxy, you see what I mean? And then other gifts, it could be a $2 gift. It could be a penny. It could be 5 cents, whatever. So you trying to gather as many gifts as you can so that you can make money on the gifts. I'm not going anywhere but to work and to the grocery store. So that's why you see them battling all day. So if they're already, they might be already in the affiliate program. So they're going to get money for just being on live and having people watch them. So they're already making money that way. But the gifts are like extra money. Like they have gifts now here on YouTube. I don't think I ever set mine up, but let's say if you was like, send me a gift, I would be like, send me a gift. Y'all want to hear me talk more about such and such? Send me a gift. Send me a super chat. You know, like that. You run it up like that, but you know, like YouTube, they take 30% of any of that. So if you sent me a $5 super chat, I'm only gonna get what, $2 or something from it. But the goal is to get that lion. And I've seen many of people. I don't know how much the lion is. What's the line? $50 maybe? If this would open the fuck up, we could find out how much a line is. I'm gonna sit here and try to give Ow. Exactly. Baby, oh, and I'm telling you, it's got to be worth it because you see the same people every day, all day and night over there on live, asking for gifts, doing battles. I ain't gonna hold you. They got a nice little they got a nice little hustle. And they work together too. They be like, you go live, and then I'm gonna go live, and then we gonna do a 5 series battle. And then after we do the 5 series battle, make sure you call your heavy hitters so that when the last 30 seconds they hit me off with a galaxy and then they hit you. They be over there hustling. You, because I truly enjoy it. Thank you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. LaShonda, shut up. A lion is $500 American money. How much is a galaxy? Isn't the galaxy 20? Girl, shut up. It's psychology. Thank you for the information. I didn't know what was going on at first. Yeah, that's what it is. That's too much. But imagine you on live for 2 hours and you got heavy hitters and 3 of them send you a galaxy. That's $1,500 and you're gonna get that shit in a couple of days. They pay out Tuesdays. I'm in their payout program for the TikTok shop. And so I get a percentage of whatever I sell. You know how that go. And so, and they will send you whatever you make. Like they just sent me $5. A lot of the social medias won't do that. You got to make at least $100. You know what I mean? Yes, I Google it. I'm trying to Google shit too, and I can't because this phone is stupid. So I guess it's worth it. A professional singer and second-year student. Hey, girl. Good luck with your studies. It's nothing. Honestly, it's not illegal. It's not. It's not. If I had a following over there, I would do it. The most I ever made during a battle was $20, and that's because my son was in the other room throwing me gifts. And I made $20 off of his gifts. Why he asked me back for the $20? He was like, Mommy, I'm gonna need it. I was like, that's your fault you was in here battling with me. I ain't tell you to do that. But I was winning up a storm that night. Info down to the plantation. I ain't got time to be calculating planets, lions, and girl, they be over there dead serious. And when I tell you all day and all night, and then the way they set it up, it's like you can set a goal. Like I might set a goal because my following is so small and light. I might say, can I get please 5 roses? Now a rose is a penny. So I might ask for roses, stuff like that. I'll set it up like that, but they making money. I ain't gonna hold you. They say Santana is making quite a bit of money. And you know he on there all day, every day, if y'all know who Santana is. But it be celebrities over there. It be mad celebrities over there. Because people think all celebrities are rich and they're not. Just because you've been on a show 5 years ago, you don't think that 5 years ago money is gone? $13 to $16 for a Galaxy. Because I know I watched this one person that I watched. He just came into my algorithm, but he tries to get at least 10 Galaxies per live. And he goes live at least twice a day. And he's on live for at least 6 hours. 5 to 6 hours a day. From Flavor of Love to make a comeback. Girl, I don't know where Tiffany been. The last time we saw Tiffany, she said she was getting married. New York said she was getting married. Santana, because that's his only job. It's his only job. So, and if he making that much money, I mean, y'all look on live. Who that, y'all? Who that? Who that? Who mama is that? Who mama is this? Whoo! Santana, girl, Santana ain't nobody. If you don't know him, don't worry about it. You don't want to know him. All day, every day. All day, every day, girl. A 30-day challenge wouldn't be shit for her because she do it anyway. Oh, she just clicked off on. Oh, no, she back. Child. Have you been watching Could Have Been Love by Drewski? Yes, I did I did a video comparing Drewski's show to Flavor of Love. And I was gonna do like something keeps still telling me like do because I haven't seen too many people doing commentary on the show. You know, like doing reflections back on the show. Maybe I'm just missing it. But now he already like this week, I think it's gonna be episode 3 or 4. But I was thinking about doing commentary. But when I went, I asked it on my page, and most of the people that follow me don't know who Drewski is. But, sometimes you got to throw a video out there and see if the algorithm will take it to people who do know who Drewski is, and they'll want to see a reaction channel talking about Drewski and the girls and all of the things. But the video I did comparing him and Flavor of Love, it really didn't do that good. Tyler Olivier got censored for making content. He did. For what? What did he do? What did they do? Like, they took his channel? Did they take his channel? Oh my God. And Tracy taught me how to make the best jalapeno poppers from scratch. Of course, I jazzed up my recipe. Yeah, Tracy be over there cooking. Girl. Uh-oh, he said something about the Jews. Did they take his whole channel down? Say you slip up and say the wrong shit, you be done up. Okay. You say the wrong shit, you be done up, honey. Look at Pete. Look at Pete, y'all. Ah! Oh my Lord. Oh Lord, Dwight Howard files for divorce. Okay. Like nobody want to be around you. You're annoying and you buy giant bags of cocaine. So Okay. Hold on. I'm really trying to get on TikTok so I can show y'all a battle. But let's say if I go on my TikTok channel and I try to battle somebody, how's when I can battle, but because I'm a low tier content creator, I'm only going to battle low tier content creators. And oftentimes they are overseas. Then why to get scared of Jews? Well, a lot of Jews, they own a lot of stuff. So I don't know what he said, but you can't be messing with the Jews. He made a video about it, all sponsored, dropped in Patreon. Oh my God. That can happen to anybody. That's why I don't know how people get on here and then they get a big head. Like, start talking real reckless and real crazy, especially when this has become your only source of income and you really don't have any other skills. Like, and you got mad kids and a husband to take care of. Like, what would you do, person, if this went away? Like, what would you do? You would be ass out. I mean, any of us gonna make a way out of no way. You don't have no choice. What you gonna do? Walk in the ocean? But you know what I mean. You're gonna make a way out of if you built like that. But don't get too cocky. Was showing how Orthodox and Hasidic main ones exploded welfare. You know what? I think I did see that. I think I did. I think I saw. I saw the thumbnail in my head. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go back and watch that." Because if you ever been to like New York, Brooklyn, or the Bronx, or where you have the Hasidic, the Jews, the Orthodox, they the ones with I think the little curly things. Um, it's amazing to watch them in their own environment and watch them in the 2 or 3 streets or whatever area that they're in and how they move. Like it really is amazing. It's like if you go to Amish territory and watch how the Amish move in their group. It's wild because it's like you feel like you're in another world. In Lakewood, New Jersey, overtaking political majority of towns and councils. Oh, 100%. Because they move together. Yeah, you might as well walk in the ocean. All of the whole family. Damn. Public schools being budgeted because they got government to pay for their schools and it depleted the public schools. Well, they let them get away with it in the name of religion because they wanted to have their own schools. It's the same way with charter schools. Charter schools are most charter school. That's a some charter schools are draining the public schools funding. And then we find out that the charter schools ain't teaching shit. The kids are behind. They're not even up to standard. And the charter schools ain't charter schooling. It's the same way with that. They built their own schools, but they got their funding from the public school that their kids should have went to. And they got away with it. I could literally open up a charter school, and I'm not even a educator, but I can open up a charter school, Psychology Eats charter school, and then any kid that comes to my charter school, I'm going to get money from their home district to educate them. That's taking money from the home district. And then your kid's not even getting a valid education. Blueface announced that he's not Krishan's baby daddy. And we believe him. Krishan, I don't care who your baby daddy is. Put that baby in therapy. He needs He needs respiratory therapy. He needs occupational therapy. He needs physical therapy. He needs ABA. He's probably autistic. Um, it's sickening. It's sickening to watch. It is sickening to watch. Blueface is weird. The more he talks, the worse it really is. It really does get. And the way he talks around his children, you know, he wants his son to be a 16-year-old boy where he can talk about sex in front of him. He's disgusting. He's really disgusting. She about to do a boxing match and she gonna get knocked out just like Egypt did. Tretch and Pepper's daughter, because they putting her up against an Olympian. Tretch's daughter, Egypt, should have fought Krishan. That would have been a fair fight. Egypt would have beat Krishan's ass because she probably is a better boxer, more training. But at least they would have been two amateurs. I blame Carissa too because Carissa don't know how to talk in front of her kids or her grandkids. The boundaries are blurred. That's why Pink Face is so fucking bad. The way I would have wore Pink Face's legs out when they did that collab with that little girl. She's embarrassing. It's sad because she's so lovable. Pink Face is lovable, but she needs correction. She's Pink Face is Blueface's daughter. She named herself Pink Face when she figured out her daddy name was Blueface, and now we all gotta call her Pink Face. Her name is Journey. And Journey is a trip. You hear me? Journey girl. But they son Javon used to be bad like that too. Javon used to cut up. I believe he still cuts up, but he just don't cut up in front of the camera. But I'm sure he cuts up because they just being raised in nonsense. It's just nonsense. It's not funny. It's nonsense. It's weird. But they do. I mean, Carissa just don't have any boundaries herself. That belt more on Pink Face needs her leg. She was crying in the car, and all I could see was that long leg. Her leg, she had on shorts because, you know, they live in California. And her bare leg was out. I would have turned around and I would have lit that leg up. I would have lit it up. All kids across the U.S. the generation that grew up on tablets. They are. They really are. They really are. It's sad. Pink Faces. But we can't blame her because of her environment. All little kids, not all, but a lot of little kids will test you with language. You know, whatever they hear in their environment. And she hears it in her environment. Like, I hear her mom like cursing, like unnecessary curse words. Like, bitch, you ain't even have to say that. Like, she just, oh God, oh y'all, where y'all at? Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, the phone died. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Y'all still there? Sorry, the phone was dying. I plugged it back in. You ain't gonna heat that up? Yeah. Sorry, y'all. The phone died. I forgot the phone was only on 30% when I started. But I plugged it back in. But anyway, she just growing up around bullshit. I grew up in a black lower class, raised by grandma, raised in church. Kids was seen and I heard. Girl, we wouldn't say a word. Let's be zipped. And we didn't misbehave because we got a whooping. Yeah. In the church bathroom, in the back of the church, certainly in the car. Might get it in the pew. My sister just told me about somebody in our family was at church and got a whooping. The way she had me rolling, because this little girl definitely needs a whooping on a regular basis, and she got toe up at church. The way I laugh. Girl, ain't nobody checked on Q. The last thing we heard from Q is that she was faking like the cat was sick. She probably was giving the cat something to get sick. And you know she had like she loved them cats so goddamn much. So then she can, hi guys. I might have to come back to the States and bring my cat Chickawaka because it's her veterinarian, the treatment that she needs can only be done in Delaware with her veterinarian. She making sure she's talking loud enough so her husband can hear her because she's planning her escape. Q's planning her escape. Child, please. She's planning her escape. Oh, child, she ain't gonna plan. She ain't gonna do the divorce. She might this time. Once she plan her escape and come home because of the cats. Because if a veterinarian in Nigeria can do, if he can work on a cat, they work on the big cats, lions and shit, and he can figure out how to help her cat with diarrhea. Bitch, bye. She coming all the way back home because she's trying to get away from that man. You ain't tricking nobody but him, and he ain't even tricked. With some money she's been hiding from him. Girl, she already said she don't tell the man how much she made. Because he'll run right through it. I'm an usher at church. 8 members, all family, all elderly. Nobody raising their kids in church anymore. I know. They not. Yep. She ain't telling him because she already know what she's dealing with. She was his life has done nothing but improve when he was able to trick her into becoming his wife. He has nothing but an improved lifestyle and everything else. Child, she's just as simple. When she was living over there in Barbados with them monkeys, I knew she ain't had no fucking sense. Waiting for him to come, and he ain't never come because he knew the fuck he couldn't get out of Nigeria. He knew that. Good to see you too, Alice. Girl, I'm doing a 30-day live stream. Coming live for 30 days and 30 nights. Nah, there's 30 days. But, or nights. Yeah. So fake. So fake. Little boy, did you eat one of my, yogurts? No. Oh, I must have ate 2. But, Erie, Pennsylvania. You're on the opposite end of me. Well, you way up there. I don't think I ever been to Erie. Pittsburgh? Oh my God. Nah, that's far from me. I'm closer to Philly. Yeah, but that's it on Q. I don't even really be talking about Q no more because Q is corny. Like, girl, everybody know you wish you wouldn't have never did that shit. I mean, I was nice to see that she was connecting with other American women, foreign women in Nigeria, and they have like a support group because they've all been tricked. They all have found Nigerian husbands. Oh Lord, she don't brought up Marcus. Y'all want to talk about Marcus' dirty ass? Y'all still getting snow? Yeah, they get snow bad up there like that. We was 70 degrees today. We was in sweaters and short sleeve shirts. We only got a little bit of crusty snow here and there, but our snow is gone. We over with that. That's a done deal. Son, Nee, Son, where's the staple? I ain't see it. I'm still on live, but I was just thinking about it. You heard me? And when you gonna use it? Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, mucus. I think when I did that live last week or 2 weeks ago, when I summed it all up, I was kind of over it after that. I mean, we went back down memory lane and looked at, him as um the sexual deviant that he is. But I know Sheena Speaks is over there talking about it, and she saved all the old content from Marcus's lives and all that stuff. So if you really want to get a deep dive into Marcus's bullshit, I would go over there to Sheena Speaks. Because you know me, I'm quick with it. He's an asshole. I can't stand him. That's my commentary about the shit. Child, I need someone to check on Walt. They say Walt is so shriveled up. I'm so mad at this phone. The hell? Well, I wanted to go down memory lane with y'all. Hold on, let's find Walt. Let's find Walt. Walt, what was his channel name? The hell was Walt's channel name? Chilling with Walt? Chilling. Came right up. Child. Girl, Walt just dropped the video 7 hours ago.
What's good, y'all? Okay? That got me.
Come on, Walt.
A Philly cheese from Philly cheese steak from American Daily.
Deli.
There's some fries. They give you plenty of fries.
You ain't gonna eat all that.
Tons of them. I'm gonna say Grace and died, man. Honey pies ain't for the floor.
There go Walt. Walt said, here I go. Child, Walt used to be my old content from back in the day, honey. Girl, Walt used to keep us.
Sitting here watching a basketball game.
Walt used to keep us going. Walt is the brother of B Love's Life. You know B Love's Life is the queen of all mukbangs. Child, Walt got, let me see how many subscribers Walt got. He been holding strong, 74,000. Walt said, don't play with me. This is, he only posts about every 2 to 3 weeks. He don't post that much. Here's 12. Why y'all lied to me and told me Walt was shriveled up?
Chicago style hot dogs. They stopped making them, I think. Well, that other friends did, but they got them Vienna hot dogs still.
There go Walt. Walt is good. Walt is a mukbanger. Now, like I said, he's the sister of a big mukbanger. We don't mess with Walt no more. You doing content on Walt and his sister? Oh God, yeah, that's how I started. I started in the mukbang sector. I used to do content on Walt, his a little bit about his, his wife, the whole thing. Walt was a mess. Walt was a mess, but Walt kept us entertained, honey. Walt kept us entertained. But he just chilling now. There's nothing really to talk about. Man, like here's some more family members of B Love's life. That's Walt. Wait a minute now. having Christmas dinner with my work family. How we missed this? Y'all, Walt went to Christmas dinner with his work family. Ah, shit, I missed the video. Walt living his life. We don't bother with Walt no more. I was wondering whatever happened to Lips and the lawyer you was trying to find. You was wondering what happened with production. I was just saying that in the beginning of this live. I need to call his lawyer. I'm going to call his lawyer. I'm going to try to call him tomorrow and find out when the court date is or if they've already settled the case. If they settled the case, if they have a court date, if they're going to proceed with like an actual court hearing. And when is it? Because one of y'all got to be from the area and y'all can go sit in on that court hearing for us. Because it's going to be an open court trial. If it's going to be a trial, it'll be open. I wonder if Lip's family would go to it. Because they love production too. I mean, just a horrible, horrible, horrible situation. It's in Atlanta at Gwinnett County, in Gwinnett County. So it's going to be at the Gwinnett County Superior Court. That's when they're going to, that's where the trial will be held. That's where the case sits now, in Gwinnett County. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see. You can travel. Oh my God, Champ, go. If you could go, that would be so great. I would love to go too, but that's just too much for me to try to get down there and all that stuff. That's just too much. And I don't believe they put a case like that probably wouldn't be like televised, because although they were like, kind of celebrities to us in the Black mukbang sector, for the most part, it's just old news now. It's like old news. Nobody, probably cares. Most people don't. Yeah, like Gwinnett County that county has a lot of murders. A lot goes down in Gwinnett County. Like when I talk to Productions attorney, which is a court-appointed attorney, which they ain't always great. He was like, young lady, I got 4 murders, 3 rapes, 2 aggravated assault, 18 failure to appears. Like, I'm like, this man ain't gonna give one damn about this man's case. He's not. He got all these other cases. Like, all he see is what happened. Him and the prosecutor talk about it. What you want to do? What you want to do? You know what I mean? If you ain't got your own paid lawyer, you fucked. You are fucked. I gotta chop the eggs up in that. I don't feel like it right now. And I need more mayonnaise too. Yeah, Tyler Perry. Oh God. Tyler, if you gay, you gay. Shit. But being gay or being like somebody who takes advantage of sexual escapades is different. Like you gay, okay. But taking advantage of people, manipulating,
How's he doing that?
how's Tyler doing that?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the people said. That's what the people have said. Like, you want this part? Ride my nuts. Like, that's what the people said. I ain't say it, the people said it. So that's where you get into criminal activity. Like, get yourself a boyfriend and go sit down. I don't even watch Madea. I ain't never been into all that Madea shit ever. I was never the one to be running to watch him dressed up like Madea. Now I don't got my kiki off a couple Madea stuff, but not like that.
Madea so like Uncle Thomas.
Who Flip Wilson did it before? Like, this is everything that's new is old. Like, we've seen that. Flip Wilson did that in the 70s. Shit is old. He was Geraldine. That shit is old. This guy knew what he was doing. Oh, they got text messages between Tyler. It's like, how dumb are you? Why would you text anybody anything that you know is scandalous? You know that you could be used against you. Why? He gonna get whatever he get. He needs to come out the closet. I mean, he already told us that he was sexually molested. Just come out the closet. You aggravating me, you, and everybody else. You know, when you got that much money, people are going to come after you. Like, stop being ridiculous. Why are you letting people hold stuff over you like this? Come on. Oprah said, y'all going to leave. I ain't involved. I'll take my Ozempic shots every week. I'm skinty, and I don't want to hear none of this shit. Leave me the hell out of it. That's what Oprah said. Oprah said she can't be bothered. Oprah look good. Stedman is good. Her African school is good. Her money is great. And she ain't got the time. You're going to hurt people's feelings on your way up. If you're going to be wealthy, many people are going to be able to say that you were a bitch. That's just how it is. When you're wealthy like that, it ain't like you got to step on people's toes, but you're going to piss a lot of people off going to the top. And they're going to have a story to tell. That's just what it is. They're going to have a story to tell. Because you can't be nice to everybody. If you've ever been in a position of being a supervisor or a boss, like, I never like being in positions like that, because I want to be with everybody else talking and making fun of the boss. I don't want to be the boss that everybody is talking about. They're dragging Beyonce's mom and her gumbo. Why? Look nasty. I ain't see that. Tina is a trip too. Oh Lord, do y'all follow him? Y'all follow his channel? Sean Davy Way Show. Right now, he been talking a lot about Chris Sean, and he got a petition going to get Chris Sean's baby taken away.
So after I killed them, they did. So after I killed them, they did. After I killed them, they did.
Child. I get that same feeling, LaShonda. It's like he gives me, I'll lie on you. He give me, I'll tell a lie. I will tell a lie. I'll tell a lie. You know, just like the DL Whisperer, now they got him locked up. Like, social media, they starting to, you just can't just be saying whatever you want to say. And then putting it online and all of that. I mean, he's locked up for that. Ugh. Joe Budden teaser son track. But anyway, we're going to stay tuned. We're going to stay tuned, y'all. And we're going to find out who this woman was who shot up Rihanna's house. I've already said that I believe she is someone that A$AP Rocky was dealing with, and she got very much in her feelings. She's pissed off. He's probably trying to cut her off, and she lost her everlasting mind. And now she's about to do 20 years in a state prison. And that's it. That's it, and that's all. If y'all want Marcus content too, this lady Tracy does Marcus content. She does Marcus content. It's funny how some people finally try understanding that Marcus is an asshole. Like Marcus is an asshole. It takes sometimes it takes people a little bit to really understand that he's a sexual deviant and a weirdo. Wait a minute, I know she ain't got Junior on her shoulder. Y'all look at Junior. Look at Junior. Look at Junior. My son, my heart, my everything. I'm just grateful to grow with you. I promise to never give up and to keep going. We got this. Everything is already written. He has given me a new song to sing, a hymn of praise to our God. Many will see what he has done and be amazed. They will put their trust in the Lord. Go on, Junior. Junior back getting stronger, y'all. Look. Look at Junior. I can't believe Mark is still... shut up. Girl, why she be on oxygen and smoking cigarettes at the same time? I can't watch nobody who do that because I know somebody who got their face blown off, literally smoking her cigarette. They was able to put her face a little bit back together, but when I saw her do that, I was like, oh, I can't watch you. I can't watch you. You smoking and on oxygen? No. And on, no. Nope. He does look healthier. It might be AI though. Krishan be high writing them posts. High as a kite. High as a kite. Because all the boyfriends said she popped pills. High as a kite. High as a kite. They trying to catch her though. She might not want to bring Junior to her fight because Children of Youth is on her ass. And if they gotta buy a ticket to the fight to put him in custody, then that is what they're gonna do because they can't never find her. She don't have an address. She's a pill popper allegedly, and she's a couch hopper. So they can't find her. But if that fight is gonna be, her location will be known, and they might show up at that fight. So if she know like I know, she wouldn't have Junior there. But she don't have no babysitter, so he'll be there. And whoever's sitting in the front row, she'll say, hold him while I go up here and get my ass beat. Y'all look at that. Look at that. Just rotating them kids. Just rotating them kids. Oh, they said the girl was a deranged stalker. According to Storm Monroe, the girl that shot up the house was a deranged stalker. Okay. We'll find out. But that's it. That's it, y'all. That is day 3. We got through day 3. Wait a minute. Famous and not expect people online are going to call the people... Well, that guy, Sean Daly, he has a whole group of, he's like, I'm not going to call Children and Youth, but if you decide to call Children and Youth, then I can't stop you. The number is 1-800-555 Children and Youth. And so a zillion people called from LA. Who called the library? Girl, we already know who called the library because she said she already told us who called. Girl, we know who called the library. But mad people called. Sean has a whole petition against Krishan. Yes, he does. And people have signed it. And if children and youth are really have opened the case and they have actively attempted to contact her and they can't find her because they really, if she moving around like that and she has no address and he's not school age and allegedly don't have a doctor, because see, they can get you with that too. They could call, if he was regularly taking his appointments, they could have the doctor say, oh, you need to come in, bring him in. We found something in his lab work. And they can grab him like that. But nothing is set up, but that fight is set up for April. And so if she brings him to that fight and they've been looking for her, they're going to show up at that fight. And she'll probably be arrested and he will be taken into custody. Boot, there it is. If Peach Grove got found out at the library, I'm sure people have called. They do. They call on Chrisean every day, but she don't have an address. They just know they call Baltimore and children and youth, and they call LA children and youth. I'm hoping you got to enjoy the weather some. I did. I went out a little bit today. No, okay. I was out. Where did I go? I feel like, oh shoot, I feel like I was outside. Was I outside? I was. But yeah, so that's what they did. So if she's got an open case, but they can't contact mom, somebody's probably given her phone number. She's just not compliant. And so the only place I know that she's going to be, because she hasn't been doing bookings. She hasn't been doing bookings. So they can't catch her at a booking if she's not posting a booking. They're going to find her at that fight, though. That's how she got arrested when she went to Blueface's hearing, because she was telling them, I'll be at the hearing for Blue Jonathan. I'll be at his hearing, and that's how they got her. That's how probation got her. Children and youth gonna get her at that damn fight. Watch. Everything. Girl, how is it though? Because I was thinking about going. The Parmesan crusted lamb chops. Reed, you been there?
Where?
Longhorn has Parmesan crusted lamb chops.
I've been there, but I didn't get that.
They said they brought it back. It's new on the menu. I really don't like Longhorn because I don't like that black ass piece of bread that they give in the beginning. Only thing I like from them, and really the only thing I get is the no, I get the coconut shrimp. Did you see that Heath's family admitted that Junior? Yeah, and that's so corny. That boy do look just like Ronnie. Rest in peace. Chrisean, you should have took that one to the chop shop like you did the other 5. And I'm not supporting that, but I'm just saying. You don't eat out, champ. You don't need to. The food is all. We don't know what's in that food. And every restaurant got roaches and rats. All of them. You can't get around it. Ronnie family saying he isn't? But Chrisean even said at one time she wished it was Ronnie's because at least she'll have help. I guess she acted like Ronnie family is all that. But wasn't Ronnie in the street? I think she should have just kept it real from the beginning and people would have still accepted her. I think so. And I would, if I was her, because she trusts Jason Lee, I would go on Jason Lee's show if she had common sense, but she doesn't. And I would have some scripted questions like, Jason, let's talk about my son's health. Here's what I know his diagnosis is. This is the treatment. She already kind of said that she thinks he's the way he is because Blueface had punched her and kicked her down the steps. But she's not admitting to drinking and drugging during that time.
But she wasn't.
Chrisean. And so, because Krishan was getting so many abortions that she figured she was going to get an abortion anyway, so fuck it. I can just do what I want. But then for whatever reason, she decided to keep this one. And now Junior is staring into space and shit. Oh, well, what can you do? Have you seen Ellen lately? It's scary. Ellen who? The interventionist? Not me trying to say her last name. Ellen who? Ellen, gay Ellen? Let me see. Ellen. Let's look see what Ellen got going on. Ellen DeGeneres. Ah! God damn.
What you look like?
Why does Ellen DeGeneres look so different after spending half a year away from the U.S.? The truth is deeply emotional and surprisingly revealing, touching the human heart deeply. When she resurfaced in the English countryside, fans were stunned. The glamorous, TV-ready Ellen was nowhere to be seen.
Glamorous.
Instead, they encountered someone quieter, older, and almost unrecognizable. Her wife, Portia de Rossi, later revealed the reason. After Ellen's talk show was canceled and allegations of workplace toxicity surfaced, her mental health took a serious hit. She withdrew from friends, avoided public appearances, and began cutting ties with anything that reminded her of her old life. Fame, fans, and even her own image.
Carrie, come here. I
Years
got
of bleaching had left her
next.
hair
You gotta
thin and fragile, so she abandoned her signature platinum blonde and returned to her natural color.
Stop. Ellen ain't never been now. Come on now. Ellen ain't never been a bad bitch. Now don't do that. Okay, she don't got older and yeah. Y'all, is John Travolta deceased? Hey Google, is John Travolta alive?
I'm not sure about the answer to your specific question, but according to Facebook.com, John Travolta's amazing home in Ocala, Florida. It's located in Jumbo
Okay,
States.
okay, Google,
residential
stop.
airport located adjacent to Jumbo Lair Airport.
No, he is alive. He is alive? Oh, okay, because I saw him on stuff. I said he's alive. Okay, come here. I got bugs on. Why I got bugs on this lamp? There's not. I know, but I'm saying, is there a window open?
No, there shouldn't be.
I don't want to see him like that. I didn't know she left the country. Bless you. You know they say her husband is a transgender. When I tell you Cardi B is done with Stefan, girl. I mean, done. Allegedly. Now look at Beach. Look at Beach, y'all. In her closet. I don't even really watch it, no. Sakifas. Yeah, this her husband is transgender. He do got hips and an ass.
Did you see Megan Thee Stallion's anime show?
No, it's good.
She's making a show where it's like she fights all her enemies twerking and using her.
Oh, her butt.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, well, guys, let me go. I will see y'all on day 4 of the 30-day challenge. Tomorrow, I have a special surprise. Tomorrow, I got a special surprise. Stay tuned. I'll be back between the hours of 7 and 9. I don't know when, but between 7 and 9. Thank you for stopping by. And I hope this live found you in great mental health. Bye.